Are you feeling lost in the marketing tech jungle? Yeah, you're definitely not alone. But what if I told you there's a map? A map to not just survive, but to actually thrive. Okay, let's dive in, find that map together, and build a growth engine that really truly works.
First, let's just get a sense of how big this maze really is. Go back to 2011. You had maybe 150 marketing tools to pick from? Fast forward to today, we're talking over 14,000. That is a 9,304% explosion in options. It's no wonder we all feel completely overwhelmed.
And you know what? This is the perfect way to think about it. It is the classic kid in a candy store problem. Every new tool looks like a shiny new treat, but if you grab too many, you're just going to end up with a major sugar crash of inefficiency and a seriously wasted budget.
So, how do we find our way through all this? We've got a 4-part plan. First, we're going to map out the maze. Then, we'll find our strategic compass. After that, we'll pick the right tools for the terrain. And finally, we'll learn how to track our progress and actually prove our ROI.
All right, let's start by really understanding the maze itself. You see, the biggest trap here isn't just picking the wrong tool, it's having way too many of them.
And it's a trap so many of us fall into. I mean, look at this. Companies often own 10 or more marketing tools, but their teams are only really using, at best, half of them. The rest of it just becomes shelfware, expensive software that's literally gathering digital dust and just draining your budget. This quote from the marketing director at the Financial Times just nails it. Strategy first, tech second. Buying a new platform without a clear plan, that's like buying a fancy, top-of-the-line gourmet oven when you don't even have a recipe. It's a total waste of a great tool.
So, enough about the problem. How do we find our way? Well, we need a strategic compass. This is basically a framework that's going to help you evaluate any tool out there and make sure it's the right fit for your specific journey.
And to make this super easy, we've broken it down into 3 key areas. First, strategic alignment. Second, core functionality. And third, practical logistics. So let's jump in and see what each of these really means for you.
First up, and this one is absolutely critical, is integration. Your tools have to speak the same language. If they can't connect and share data, you're just creating data silos, these isolated islands of information that will absolutely sink your marketing efforts.
Think of it like a puzzle. Poor integration is just a jumbled mess of mismatched pieces. You can't see anything clearly. But good integration, that gives you the complete unified picture of your customer, which means a seamless experience for them and a much, much clearer strategy for you.
Next up, the human factor. I mean, the most powerful tool in the world is completely useless if your team can't stand using it. Get this, a full third of companies say that complex tools are a major roadblock to success. So if your team needs a PhD just to figure out the dashboard, you have definitely chosen the wrong tool.
And let's not forget the customer experience, because the right tool here can be a total game changer. One publisher saw a 30% jump in sales opportunities just by using AI to personalize their messaging. That right there is the power of a customer-centric tech stack.
Finally, security and compliance. These are absolutely non-negotiable. A data breach is a nightmare for your reputation and your bottom line. Just ask Meta. They got hit with a, wait for it, €1.2 billion fine for GDPR violations. Let that sink in. Prioritize security always.
Okay, so now that we have our compass, let's see how it actually works in the real world. We're going to explore how different kinds of businesses choose their tools based on their totally unique needs and goals.
And the biggest takeaway here is this: there is no one-size-fits-all. An e-commerce brand is going to focus on personalization with tools like Shopify. A B2B company, they're all about lead nurturing with something like Salesforce. It all comes down to your business model. Oh, and if you want a masterclass in this, look no further than the retailer Tesco. They built their entire Martech stack around their Club Card loyalty program, using that customer data to create hyper-personalized offers. The result? A staggering 82% of all their sales come from Club Card members. That is the power of an aligned tech stack. All right, our final section, and it's a big one. Let's talk about proving your ROI, because if you can't measure your success, there's no way you can manage it. Okay, prepare yourself, because this next stat is a real wake-up call. A study of 50 top marketing leaders found that not a single one of them could clearly quantify their Martech ROI. It is a massive blind spot, but it's one we can absolutely fix.
A simple but really powerful tool for this is the RACE framework. It helps you map all of your marketing efforts to each stage of the customer journey, from reach and act to convert and engage. This lets you measure your success at every single step along the way.
The bottom line is this. You have to connect your spending to your earnings. This chart breaks it right down. You track your marketing spend, and then you use your analytics to see exactly how much revenue those efforts generated. That is your return on marketing investment, or ROMI.
And just remember, measurement is a marathon, not a sprint. You've got to use real-time dashboards to keep your finger on the pulse, make A/B testing a regular habit, and use predictive analytics to stay ahead of the curve. It's all about that continuous cycle of testing, learning, and optimizing.
So I'll leave you with this question. Is your Martech a growth engine, or is it just another line on an expense report? The answer really is up to you, and having the right strategy is what makes all the difference.